Well, welcome back to the channel. Just thought I'd have a good look at this 6V53 before I put it away. I always like to do kind of like a post-mortem inspection on them and see why they quit or they were parked or whatnot. So this is basically how I got the engine. I'm just starting to put things back on it now. And before I get it too cleaned up, I just thought I'd bring it along for something here. I can clearly see this liner is destroyed and the piston is seized. And I think that's the only liner that's seized. So I vacuumed out all the cavities here, got rid of all the dirt, and I'll oil it all back up and see if I can free it up just for fun. And yeah, I would, if I could free it up, I'd throw the head back on it, start it up. But unfortunately, this oil filter pickup was taken out, and a lot of dirt got in there. So if I can't clean that up, I'm never going to attempt to start it. So. But from the initial inspection, the camshaft looks pretty good. There's a little bit of scoring there, but that can all be cleaned up. Just looks like a bit of galling on the one lobe here. I still don't know what to do with this engine. Just keep it for parts for now. And so one of the things I noticed right away was the flapper was closed and it's frozen shut. So that would have had to have been freed up before you could start it. So I'm going to attempt to free it up. See if it'll turn over. Then I'll take the oil pan off and check the bearings in it and see what kind of condition the crank's in. And if the crank's in really good shape, well then maybe put some time into this engine, get it running again. And here's the head off of it. Needs, you know, the treatment, total rebuild, but it's in better shape than the other Detroits I got. I'm going to attempt to free this up. And it's just the one liner and piston seized. That's it. It looks like the engine had quite a few hours on it. There's a lip up at the top end of the liner there. So yeah, well, just for fun, we'll see if I can get it to turn over, free up, and then check the crank. We'll pull the airbox covers off and have a look at that as well. a good sign. There, she's ready to start. Pan's off now, and it looks pretty nice in there. There's no big chunks in the oil pan. A little bit of water, but that's to be expected. I'll take one rod bearing cap off and see what the bearings are like. But it turns over pretty good now. See if we can get a little bit of piston movement. There, we'll pull these caps off here and pull these caps off here and have a look. So the crank journal is in pretty nice shape. I'll just pull that other bearing out of there and we'll have a look at that. Yeah, pretty nice shape. So it tells me a lot about this engine. One, it doesn't have a lot of hours on it. And two, somebody ran contaminated oil in it. They didn't change the oil. It's apparently quite common with the poor old Detroits. So I'll bring you out in the sunlight, we'll see. But not even into the brass. Still lots of babbitt left, but signs of contamination in the oil. But I think she's a keeper, guys. It wouldn't take a lot to get this back up running again. New camshaft or a reground camshaft, probably both sides. And a liner and piston kit. And maybe the blower needs to be overhauled. Set of bearings, overhaul gaskets, and she's good to go. So I'll put this back together now and put the head on it. Seal the head up with just silicone on the outside here. Clean all this up and seal it up, and then I'll put the head back on, torque it down, and then pressure wash it. And then I'll just put it into storage. Well, there you have it, guys. We freed it up, we checked the bearings out on it, and it looks like a savable engine. So maybe in the future we'll when I'm caught up in a few years from now, probably 3, maybe 4 years, I'll have a look at this engine and think of what we're going to do with it. A few of you guys have suggested putting in the excursion there. That's a good option, but we'll see. Anyway, again, thanks a lot for watching, subscribing, and commenting, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.